Hey, you call the manager, but in the meantime, get 6 feet away from me, you stupid bitch!
I'm talking to you.
Get away from me now! No mask, get out!
No.
Well, that got heated real quickly. Man, guys, it's just like this never ends with these people. There is a literal mental health crisis going on in the United States of America, worldwide. Okay, let alone the United States of America, but worldwide. People and their damn masks. We are in 2022, and Happy New Year, by the way, to every single one of you guys in the chat. Happy New Year, blessings to the chat. But hey, here we are. This is not getting any better. People are losing their minds over the virus, over the masks, over the jabs, and it only gets worse. We have cult mask Karens running around screaming at women, beta males thinking that they're actual real tough guys. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight, including Joe Rogan joining Gettr. What that means is Gettr sus? Are they actually a free speech platform? We're going to look at that and take a look at their terms of service as well. There's a lot of stuff going on with Antifa militants in Seattle as well, having ties to MS-13. And we are also going to take a look at some stories going on with the racist ASU students that obviously hate white people. And like always, you could literally predict this. They play the victim card, and now they're claiming that they're being persecuted by their school. Welcome to Drew Hernandez Live. My name is Drew Hernandez, hopefully one of your favorite podcast hosts here on YouTube. I just want to say a Happy New Year to every single one of you guys. Hope you guys stayed safe. Obviously, hopefully you guys stayed free, but thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and toggle on the all selection, especially if you're tuning in for the very first time today, tonight, or whenever you're watching this. YouTube depends on you being lazy. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button, destroy that like button, and as always, this show is brought to you by the official DrewHLive.com store, the merch store. The link is in the description. People freaking love this shirt. The official, I don't know, Kyle Rittenhouse trial, Drew Hernandez, apparently t-shirt. People love this thing. This thing sold like crazy last year. So literally get a piece of American history. If you don't know what this means, you have no idea what happened last year in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, which, by the way, we have some amazing announcements coming up regarding Kyle, and I'm super stoked for that. So stay tuned. Just stay with me. It's coming, I promise. But go get a t-shirt. The link is in the description below. We can take this down. And also, guys, we are 100% independent on this channel. This channel is deboosted, throttled, you name it. It's hard for us to monetize, so we depend on you, the people. I am supported by we, the people. That is every single one of you guys. Drop a super chat now in the middle of the show or at the end of the show to support this show entirely and completely, or you can give a one-time donation through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. The link is in the description below. And shout out to the DH Alliance, every single one of you that support me for as low as $5 a month on the membership section of this channel. And shout out to all the Patreon members that support me with their own customized amount. All of those links are in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Let's start this new year strong. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to 2022. Here we go. So, if you haven't heard by now, there's a lot of censorship going on. Big tech, the biggest threat to free speech, not only in the United States of America, in the world. The digital square, that is where conversations are taking place. Twitter, that's where news breaks. When these people claim, I mean, Twitter has already come out, the new CEO has already come out and has made it very clear they're not bound to the First Amendment. They're not bound to the United States Constitution, even though they function in the United States, which doesn't make sense to me. Oh, but they're a private company. Yeah, until they destroy your entire livelihood. As if your phone company would shut down your phone line because of your political beliefs, or you had hate speech over the phone line. People have to really take a look at what's happening in terms of free speech. It's not so much free anymore in the digital space online, but you have morons like Trevor Noah, if we can get this up, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a sitting congresswoman. This is not shocking to me, but obviously she's a very open Trump supporter, conservative, has controversial views. People think she's a grifter, whatever. But she has the right to free speech in the United States of America, but Twitter sees it differently, obviously, because they believe in the NWO. They have this whole globalist one world system where speech is regulated and censored if they disagree with it. And then you have useful idiots like Trevor Noah that tweet things like this morning. CNN reported this morning that Facebook has now blocked Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene from posting on its platform for 24 hours. The Georgia Republican said, CNN reported, and yeah, this is accurate, and the only reason they're reporting it is because they hate anyone that they disagree with. But Trevor Noah decided to quote tweet this and came out and said, imagine thinking that not using Facebook for a day is punishment. Trevor Noah, host of the Woke Daily Show, says, imagine thinking, he's criticizing Facebook, imagine thinking that not using Facebook for a day is punishment. Now, I tweeted this again and said, imagine supporting censorship. Woke morons, that these people don't understand that they believe that they're on the right side of history until the regime says what you're saying is off limits. And then you run into a problem because these people, these useful idiots that think they're on the right side of history, they side with the regime and they cheer on and they celebrate all their political opponents being censored, taken down, deplatformed. And then reality strikes and the tables get turned someday when they realize it's not about being on the left, that it's about being on the side and in compliance with the regime. And whatever they say goes. And useful idiots like Trevor Noah just don't understand this yet until they're completely deplatformed and they lose everything. But these are just updates from Clown World. We have some serious issues. We can take this down. We have some serious issues, and make sure the mic is muted. We have some serious issues taking place in Clown World. And I mean, I know I play you guys this stuff a lot, and I play you guys these videos of just these people in the mask cult that just, there is a serious mental illness going on. None of this stuff makes sense. I mean, I can give a perfect example. I was in California over the break. For those of you that haven't heard this story, I was in California over the break, went into a mini mall. And by the way, I tweeted this last night, and I don't want people, like, I'm not a fan of boba. My family is. So we go into a mall in Southern California, and we go to the food court. This is an indoor mall. It's not an outdoor mall. We go into an indoor mall in Southern California. We go to the food court that's indoors as well. And some of my family wanted to get a boba. And so we're taking a look at this thing, and I'm just watching. I'm just observing. And in order to order a boba, there's a sign. There's like this clear glass in front of the cash register. And on the clear glass, it says, mask required for service. No mask, no service. This is how stupid things have really become, because why do I need a mask just to walk up to a counter to order a boba when I'm already inside, when I'm just going to walk away with the boba and take the mask off anyways because you're allowed to be in the mall without a mask on? This is the stupidity of where we are right now. It makes no sense. You're already inside where you don't need a mask on, but you need a mask to order a freaking boba at the cash register at an indoor food court. And then once you're done paying for your boba, you can take your mask off and go walk around in the same building. This is why I call these, all of this stuff is woke-tarded, man. None of it makes sense. It's frustrating. It's stupid. And it leads to mindless people like this video I'm about to show you. Warning, graphic language. This guy's extremely aggressive. Total male Karen. Okay, a total mask cult male Karen. Literally by definition.
Sure, get out right now. You're putting everybody else at risk. Get the f*** away from me. You have no mask on, and you're in a store where you're not supposed to be without one.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not.
F*** off, you stupid c***.
By the way, what's your name? Because you told me to get out from here. So I'm going to call the manager, and I'm going to tell them that
Great, you call the manager, but in the meantime, get 6 feet away from me, you stupid bitch.
I'm talking to you.
Get away from me now. No mask, get out.
No. No. maman. Non, il est violent. Il est violent. Approche-toi pas de lui.
You're a
Non,
fucking
mais
cunt.
pas jamais ça. Non, mais c'est grave.
Don't serve them.
Don't serve them. Did you guys hear that? Wow. Gosh, the real racists are these psychopath leftists. Like, literally, listen to this.
Talking to you. Tell them that
Great, you call the manager, but in the meantime, get
I'm not
6
talking
feet
to
away
you.
from me, you stupid bitch!
I'm talking to you.
Gosh, dude, this is like a South Park episode. Have you guys seen the South Park episode? One of the COVID ones. It was one of the first ones where, like, Cartman is like he's all for the lockdowns because it gets him out of school, you know. And then like in the beginning, do you guys remember this? I don't know if you guys watch South Park, but there's this hilarious South Park episode where Cartman is like he has like this like 6-foot ruler. And he's screaming at his mom, and he's like, "Get away, mom! 6 feet, 6, 7 feet!" And he's like pushing you. Remember that, dude? Like this, but this is real. It's gosh, this is embarrassing. These people are psycho. It's like I Am Legend. They're zombies, like World War Z.
Get away
I'm not
from me
talking
now!
to you.
No mask,
No,
get out!
No.
Gosh, talk about discrimination. Talk about pure discrimination. Listen, I don't want to make any assumptions, but this woman doesn't sound like she's white. I don't know. She sounds like she's got a heavy accent. And you got a white guy here discriminating someone out of a business because they don't got a mask on. Man, maybe this guy would do well under Sharia.
Non, maman. Non, il est violent. Il est violent. Approche-toi pas de lui.
You're a
Non,
fucking
mais
cunt.
pas jamais ça. Non, mais c'est grave.
You're an effing cunt. Wow, bro. Real beta male. Real alpha. Just screaming at a woman because she doesn't have a mask on in a freaking mini mart. Beta.
Don't serve them. Get out of my way!
Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Listen. He says, don't serve them. Wow. Check it out.
Approche-toi pas de lui.
You're a fucking cunt.
Pas jamais ça. Non, mais c'est grave.
Don't serve them. Get out of my way! No mask on you.
Don't serve them. Does anyone know? Is she speaking a different language here? Watch. Listen to the end right here. Oh, it just shut down on me. You guys hear the end right here?
Non, maman. Non, il est violent. Il est violent. Approche-toi pas de lui.
You're a
Non,
fucking
mais
cunt.
pas jamais ça. Non, c'est grave.
Don't serve them.
Huh.
Get out of my way!
Does anybody
No
know in the
mask
comment
on.
section what she's saying? I mean, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. You have these psychopath white leftists that are just screaming at people with 2 masks on. I mean, she sounds like, she doesn't sound white to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what she's saying. But at the end of the day, these people are literal psychopaths. This has been a total psyop on the American people, and it's led to just pure hatred. It's led to just pure hatred, and that's a perfect example of these man-Karen mask cultists. They're just so privileged. I mean, these people are so pompous. They literally believe that they're superior to anyone that's not abiding by their Lord and Savior, Dr. Fauci, their great high priest that has gone back and forth about the masks. It's fine. It's not. It's fine. It's not. Fauci has gone back and forth. And these people, it literally is a cult, dude. It's a cult. And one of the things you see in cults are like these self-righteous, just pompous. They feel so superior and better than everybody else on planet Earth because they're the ones that have the absolute truth. People like this, man, it's not only is it disrespectful, but it's just like total beta cuck energy. I mean, the guy's just screaming at a poor little woman because she doesn't have a mask. Like, I hope you feel like way better than yourself, sir, whoever the hell you are. You just embarrass yourself nationally like this because you think you're some kind of tough guy. You think you're saving the world from people without masks on. You're doing a service to humanity, and your new world order, those are the exact same police. These are the same types of people that will be used in the police state in the new regime to come to enforce this kind of stuff. No mask, no service. With their big old finger wagging in your freaking face as if they're better than you. These people are a joke with his little pennies. Paying for whatever the hell he's paying for. Who knows? These guys are a joke. I could smell that video too. Guys, these people are just I don't know, man. There's so much more to say, but let's get into let's what would you guys do if you were in a situation like that? Drop a comment in the comment section. What if you were in this woman's shoes and you're not wearing a mask in a freaking mini mart and this guy just like goes off on you, he tries turning up on you, what would you guys do? I'm curious. I don't know where this was. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. I have no idea. But let me know in the comment section below. Well, let's get into some of our top stories. If you guys, let's get this up. If you guys haven't heard by now, Joe Rogan has joined Gettr. Now, I'm not one to jump up and celebrate immediately because I have a lot of questions to ask. I mean, obviously, I'm on Gettr. I'm on Gab. I'm on Twitter. I use everything, okay? I'll use any app until I get banned, okay? But I do have some questions, and I think a lot of people are asking, is Gettr the real, authentic free speech alternative to Twitter? And I chose this Business Insider article because they make some points in this article that I wanted to address. I don't agree with everything in this article, but it obviously has a little bit of a bias in it, but I wanted to kind of like pick this thing apart because I thought it was interesting. If you haven't heard by now, Joe Rogan joins Gettr. This is the title of this headline, a mega alternative to Twitter. Following Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene's ban. Now, it wasn't just Marjorie Taylor Greene that was banned. Joe Rogan had his famous podcast with the famous doctor right now, the inventor of the RNA, all that stuff going on, and he was banned on Twitter. And in the podcast, which YouTube has taken down, by the way, he mentioned Gettr. And this doctor, scientist, doctor, whatever you want to call him, he mentioned that Gettr was the Twitter killer. And it seems like Rogan listened to him, and then a couple days later, he joins Gettr. Now, there's a couple of questions that I want to ask about this, but I'm just going to read you guys this article because there's some interesting stuff in here. It says, podcast mogul Joe Rogan announced on Sunday that he's joining Gettr, a conservative alternative to Twitter with less, community standards, harsh community standards on misinformation and a more narrow definition of hate speech. Now, the reason why I wanted to read this is because they're addressing it a very interesting way. In a statement to Insider, Gettr CEO Jason Miller linked Rogan's arrival to a record-setting 6-figure boost in new users the same day. This is what he said. More than 171,000 people signed up for Gettr after Joe Rogan announced he was joining our platform. Of course, it's Joe Rogan. Making Sunday the biggest day for our platform since we launched on the 4th of July. Miller, a former Trump advisor, wrote in the email, like us, Joe knows that big tech censorship is only going to get worse, and Gettr's incredible growth is proof that people are waking up to this dangerous reality and are hungry for an alternative which protects freedom of expression. Now, that sounds all fine and dandy, but is that true? And we should all be asking ourselves this question. I'm not anti-Gettr. I'm just questioning things like everyone should, whether it's coming from the left or coming from the right. I don't care. This is Drew Hernandez. If you don't know that this is how I am by now, then you just haven't been paying attention. Rogan's debut on the self-described free speech social media platform, which fights cancel culture, comes on the heel of Twitter permanently suspending Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia for repeatedly violating the company's COVID-19 misinformation policy. Now, it continues. The suspension only applies to Greene's personal account, not her congressional one. Just in case ish over at Twitter gets even dumber, I'm here now as well. Rogan, who remains on Twitter, wrote in his first post on Gettr, and he ended it by saying, rejoice. Now, before I rejoice, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Rogan has emerged as a major voice in the conservative media ecosystem and has faced backlash for public health experts over promoting They're calling it misinformation. Now this is where I wanted to get to. And then Jason Miller himself wrote this: we're just days into 2022 and already Twitter has permanently banned Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene and deplatformed Dr. Robert Malone. That's the doctor or scientist, whatever you want to call him. Let's just call him Dr. Robert Malone for now. There it is, a scientist and contributor to mRNA vaccine technology. That was a huge podcast. If you have not listened to it, I suggest you go listen to it right now. It's still up on Spotify, but YouTube has taken it down. And this is what pushed, in my opinion, this is what pushed Rogan to join Gettr, because at the end of his podcast with Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. Robert Malone mentioned that he's on Gettr now after being banned from Twitter. Joe Rogan said, "What the heck is Gettr? I've never heard of it." And his response, Dr. Robert Malone's response was, "It's the Twitter killer, the alternative free speech platform in case everyone gets banned." Apparently that sold Rogan on it. He joined it a couple days later. A scientist and contributor to mRNA vaccine technology, Miller wrote in his statement to Insider, "Freedom of expression is essential to a thriving democracy, and we welcome anyone who wants to speak freely to join us on Gettr like they have." Is that true? Is that true? Let's take this down. Now, I have a couple questions to ask about Gettr. I'm not anti-Gettr. Obviously, I'm pro-free speech. But I think right now, with all of the, trust issues that most of us have with anyone claiming to be a champion of free speech or a champion of constitutional values, I think a lot of us are very skeptical, as we should. We should never just be, 100% mindless lemmings, just trusting anybody that says that they believe in the same things that we believe. And the reason being is because evil people in the world exist, liars exist, grifters exist, and people that use your values just to sell you something are real and active, especially in the conservative movement. Trust me, they're there. I'm not saying that's what Gettr is, but what I'm saying is we need to question everyone and everything. Now, one of the things about Gettr is Nick Fuentes, and I just got to come out and say it, I support Nick Fuentes, his First Amendment right to freedom of speech, just like I support anybody else in the United States of America. You may disagree with his ideas. You may hate what he stands for. You may disagree with everything. I support his right to free speech. Now, Nick Fuentes has been banned off of Gettr already. Not many people know about this, but he has been deplatformed off of Gettr already. Now, I got to ask myself, and we have to ask ourselves, why? Because if this is a free speech platform, I really don't care what anybody is saying. Obviously, if you're coming out with a call to violence to murder somebody, that's a problem. But if it's just something that you claim to be hate speech or a little too offensive, then you're really not dedicated to free speech. That's the first issue I have. That's what's taken place. And now people are already asking, why was Nick Fuentes deplatformed from Gettr? Now, the only answer I believe Nick received was that he violated their TOS, their terms of service. What that was, I'm not too sure. I don't even think Nick knows. But here, my good friend Elijah, if we can get this up. So Elijah tweeted this the other night, January 4th. Hold on, this is the older one. Where's the, well, I'll read this first one first. Well, let's just start with this tweet. Elijah said, "I am becoming suspicious of Gettr. As I reached out to them regarding the banning without explanation, a prominent controversial user," that's Nick Fuentes, "they said he violated their TOS, but won't respond to my inquiry of what in their TOS he violated or what post violated it." Elijah went on to say, he posted this, 5 hours ago? Yeah, about 5 hours ago. Elijah said, "I reached out to the banned individual, Nick Fuentes, for comment. Now, I just want you guys to know, I am here to defend Nick Fuentes' First Amendment right to free speech. Because if someone on social media, especially a platform, is claiming we're a free speech platform, join us, but they're banning speech they disagree with, I have an issue with that. Elijah said, I reached out to the banned individual Nick Fuentes for comment. He said there was no specific post or reason given, just banned without explanation, just like Twitter does. With financing being from China and similar banning practices to Twitter, I am not convinced at the moment, Elijah said. Elijah went on to say, my inquiry was extremely professional and predicated on the basis that the public deserves the right to know Gettr's threshold for banning users, largely in part to their users joining to avoid the very censorship practices they appear to be implementing. Now let's take this down real quick. Now, to Gettr's credit, and I just want answers to this, okay? So if Gettr has, verified me. They've put me on stuff on their platform and this and that. And I just have questions. I want to know, are you real? And to Gettr's credit, they have Alex Jones on their platform. Okay? Alex Jones is arguably more banned than Nick Fuentes. And I know the Groypers aren't going to like that one, but it's just true. Okay? Nick is on his way, but Alex Jones is arguably the most banned individual on planet Earth, okay? But the reason why I say this is Alex Jones is on Gettr. Alex streams all his shows on Gettr. I don't think Alex has been removed or lost any part of the platform, anything what do you call what are they, gets? I don't know. Like Twitter has tweets, Gettr has what, gets? I don't even know what to call it, but let's just say gets. So Alex Jones, Owen Schroyer, they're all, so I'm just trying to get this straight. Okay. I want answers to this. So Alex Jones is freely on Gettr. He's streaming his show. That could not happen on Twitter. that can't happen anywhere else. So it's interesting. So, but why was Nick Fuentes deplatformed off of Gettr? I think we deserve an answer to that. And I'm just trying to figure out answers to this. So let's take a look at Gettr's terms of service. Let's get this up. So when you go to gettr.com and you click on the bottom, their terms of their service, you come down here to what is called in number 2, the content you submit interactive community rules. Now I'm just going to read to you what they say. This is user generated content. Gettr may now or in the future offer users of the service the opportunity to create, build, post, upload, display, publish, distribute, transmit, broadcast, or otherwise make available on or submit through the service or on any third-party platforms. Basically, you could post whatever you want. But then it comes down to here on this third point, or is it the fourth one? The fourth one, here it is. It says, Gettr holds freedom of speech as its core value and does not wish to censor your opinions. Sounds good. Nonetheless, Gettr may, here we go, but will not have any obligation to, okay? Review, monitor, display, post, store, maintain, accept, or otherwise make use of any of your user-generated content, and Gettr may, in its sole discretion, reject, delete, move, reformat, remove, or refuse to post or otherwise make use of user-generated content without notice or any liability to you or any third party in connection with our operation of user-generated content venues in an appropriate manner, such as to enhance accessibility of user-generated content. Now it goes on to say down here, where is it at? Without limitation, we may, but do not commit to, do so to address content that comes to our attention that we believe is offensive, obscene, lewd, lascivious, disgusting, filthy, pornographic, violent, harassing, threatening, abusive, illegal, or otherwise objectionable or inappropriate, or to enforce the rights of third parties or these terms or any applicable additional terms. For example, this may include content identified as personal bullying, sexual abuse of a child, attacking any religion or race, or content containing video or depictions of beheadings. Such UGC submitted by you or others need to be maintained on the service by us for any period of time. Oh, it says no. Such user-generated content submitted by you or others need not be maintained on the service, meaning we could just delete it if we want to, by us for any period of time, and you will not have the right once submitted to access, archive, maintain, change, remove, or otherwise use such UGC on the service or elsewhere, except that certain users may have certain additional rights as provided for in the privacy policy. Now, the only issue I have with some of this stuff is what does harassing mean? Because to the left, harassing is just exposing Black Lives Matter. You see what I'm saying? It's calling out Shaun White for not actually being a black guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, so these terms are very vague. What does threatening mean? What does threatening mean? Because I'm going to show you a story today where these woke SJW black girls at ASU think their lives are being threatened because people are criticizing them. What does abusive mean? What does illegal mean? What does all this stuff mean that you could possibly lose your account over, violate their terms of service? What do these things actually mean? They're too vague. I think there's even some more down here that we could take a look at. But that one pretty much wraps most of it up. But some of these terms have to be defined, because if they're not defined, then we're not going to know if they're actually committed to free speech, because it's not free speech if you can't say whatever you want. Obviously, there are limitations in the sense you can't call for the death of a person, but what is harassing? And what is offensive? I think there's another one in here. I can't find it right now that actually addresses content that could possibly be removed or violate their TOS for being offensive. I'll find it right now. But, you know, the problem with this is that these terms, they're not fully defined. And this is what Twitter does as well. And what I'm saying is, whoever claims to be a free speech platform, we have to hold them accountable to define what these things really mean. Because then you get a case like Nick Fuentes and they get banned and they don't even know why, but they turn around and claim to be transparent and a free speech platform. And then people begin to ask themselves, well, if you're so transparent and you're a free speech platform, why are you censoring people for saying certain things? And then you turn around and don't tell anybody why you did it. You're no different than Twitter, because that's what Twitter does. At least Twitter is starting to come out and just be honest about what they're doing. And people are really asking these questions. And I think they should be asking themselves these questions because they're serious questions that need to be answered. And if they're not answered, then people are going to wonder what the heck is really going on. What is really going on? And here's another one. Without limitation, we may but do not commit to do so to address content that comes to our attention that we believe is offensive. What does that mean? What exactly does this mean? So they claim to not commit to do so, to address it. But what is this like? What, it's just too vague. You see what I'm saying? It's just, let's take this down. It's way too vague, and I think people are asking themselves, what does this really mean with this platform? And I think we just need some answers. Yeah, some people are saying in the chat, like, yes, illegal stuff, blah, 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 blah. Yes, but offensive? Like what? So they're saying we're not committed to addressing it, but it could happen. Because they're not full-blown saying, they're still putting it in their terms of service. So it's vague, they're not clear. And people are asking themselves, why was Nick Fuentes banned? If it's a free speech platform, why was he banned? That's the first issue I have with Gettr. Here's the second issue. And people need to ask themselves this. Yes, it's a great thing. Joe Rogan joined, blah, 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 blah. It's like, Drew, why are you on Gettr then? Because I'll just use anything until I get banned, bro. That's just what I do. Gettr lives, obviously they have their own website, but Gettr is on the App Store. I think they're on Google Play. Are they? They're in big tech's app stores. And I don't know if you guys were around after J6, but so was PARLER. And PARLER got completely deplatformed and banned out of the App Store. So how is Gettr a true alternative? And listen, I commend Gettr, what they're trying to do. If they have honest hearts, they want to supply an alternative. But my question is, what happens when Tim Cook, what happens when Apple comes knocking on your door and is like, hey, we don't like what Alex Jones is saying on your platform. He's not allowed on the App Store anywhere. You need to get rid of him now, or it's all of you. What is Gettr going to do? Say no? Are they going to get banned completely when they like what? I think we deserve answers from this alternative platform that claims to be a free speech platform and that's transparent. I don't understand why that would be such a problem, because if they live in an app store, that's not safe. Tim Cook can wake up tomorrow and say, oh, they got Alex Jones on the platform. Get rid of him. Get him out. We want him down. Pull the plug. Who cares? We've already done it with PARLER. And no one bat an eye at all. Let's do it to Gettr next. So I truly, some people say use Telegram. Telegram's the same thing. It lives in the App Store. I use everything. I'll use Gettr. I'll use Twitter. I'll use everything, to get as much of the word out as I can. But I truly believe the two best things you can do to stay in contact with people like myself and your favorite, host or social media personality, subscribe to their email list. You can do that for me right now. Go to my website, drewhlive.com. That's the best way. Okay, I think my email list is over 10,000. So you can do that right now. Go to drewhlive.com. And another way that you could stay connected, I think Gab is great. I'm just going to come out and say it. Gab doesn't live in an app store. Gab is literally 100% independent. But I'm going to warn you, man. People, I think there's a lot of conservatives that think they're pro-free speech. But when you go into an app or you go into a social media network like Gab and you start to see there's some crazy, I'm telling you, man, you're going to see everything. And I'm talking about speech that will offend you, speech that you'll think is racist, speech that you'll just be like, oh my God, wow, yeah, dude, that's how it works. People are just going to say what they want to say. I like Gab. You can follow me on Gab too, but I think any platform that just isn't living in an app store, obviously Gettr has their own website and they would probably be able to survive getting kicked off of an app store. I don't know, man. I don't think it's the true alternative to Twitter. I don't know. And I don't know their intentions. I don't know Jason Miller. I don't know any of these people. I'm not judging them. Go get on Gettr, but I'm just telling you, don't see it as if it's it's invincible. Apple can wake up, Tim Cook can wake up tomorrow and say, take Gettr out of our app store, now. Google can roll through and say, Getter's too dangerous, get rid of them. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So I like Gab. I want to know why Nick Fuentes was deplatformed by Gettr. And I also would like some clarity in their terms of service, because they're using the same type of language. They're being very vague. They're saying we're not committed to addressing offensive language, harassing or bullying or anything like that. But you know, it's still here in our terms of service. So I don't know. It's a little sus. It's a little sus. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I wanted to address that. Like, obviously, you know, Joe Rogan moving away from Twitter was a good move, but I think going to Gab probably would have been a better move, to be honest. But I just use everything until these people get rid of me. I'll use their platforms against them. That's how I roll. So yeah, let's move on to our next story. Let's go to Seattle. If you guys remember, Seattle. Let's get this up. Seattle is where the infamous Chaz took place, the autonomous zone, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. If you guys remember, I was actually there for like 4 days. I was there with Elijah, all the crew. Kalen was there. Andy No was there. Everybody with Daily Caller. Everybody was there. Everybody was at Jack Posobiec. Everybody was at Chaz. That's actually when I met Jack for the very first time, and Andy as well. But if you guys remember Chaz, it was the infamous autonomous zone in Seattle, the Summer of Love. You guys remember what was happening during 2020? That was just peak, man. That was peak. I mean, Kenosha was bad, but it was bad in a different way. But Chaz was just like, these people they called it their own country within a country. It was autonomous. I was in Chaz. They had their own rules. They had their own little like form of like doing things. They had their own little school, their own entertainment. Dude, it was like Millennial LARPville. They had their LARP farm. They had their own little stupid gay little garden. Like they had everything, dude. Like it was just like, yes, I'm very insulting. So just if you haven't, figured out by now, but anyways, we're talking about Seattle. So here's an exclusive. From the post-millennial exclusive, Seattle Antifa militant criminally charged has past ties to MS-13 gang revealed. The self-described Antifa journalist was arrested by Seattle police officers on May 7th, 2021 for allegedly rolling a large dumpster into the garage doors of the East Precinct during a violent demonstration. But there's some revelations that have come out. There she is. Isn't that funny? Like all these anti-capitalists and they're like rocking NFL jerseys. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, you're making a total statement. You're sticking it to the man, sister. Losers, I tell you. Losers, dude. Look at that. Psycho, dude. Look at these people. Look at that face. Anyways. Christina V. DeVitt, a 34-year-old Antifa militant from Seattle, Washington, pleaded not guilty to criminal charges on Monday after allegedly causing significant damage to Seattle Police Department's East Precinct last spring. The self-described Antifa journalist was arrested by Seattle police officers on May 7th, 2021 for allegedly rolling a large dumpster into the garage doors of the East Precinct during a violent demonstration. DeVitt's actions allegedly inhibited officers' abilities to effectively respond to emergency calls, directly impacting members of the community in critical situations. Anti-capitalist with an NFL jersey on makes total sense. According to the Seattle Police Department, the impact caused significant damage and disabled the door to the garage, which is used by emergency vehicles responding to 911 calls. These people want to kill people. Stop people from being saved. The East Precinct is the same police precinct that evacuated during the time of Chaz, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. I was there, man. There's a few tweets from Andy No. DeVitt, one of several individuals involved in the criminal incident, was arrested on malicious mischief charges and booked into King County Jail. The incident caused over $750 in damages, according to the court documents. There it is. Upon further investigation into DeVitt, findings revealed that she has a past history of being intertwined with criminal groups, including violent street gangs. In 2003, Christina DeWitt testified as a prosecution witness in a murder trial involving the MS-13 gang, one of the world's most brutal street gangs internationally known for their violent murders. DeWitt testified that she was at the home of MS-13's Joel Soto Rodriguez when he and two other gang members, Freddy Dominguez and Rohel Perez Mejia, abruptly left the party to take care of a dispute with a rival gang in White Center, a suburb of West Seattle. A bystander that witnessed the confrontation, named Margaret Emmett, who tried to make peace between the two groups, was shot and killed by Perez Mejia during an exchange of gunfire. Both Perez Mejia and Dominguez pled guilty to second-degree murder. The jury found Soto Rodriguez guilty of first-degree murder after it was determined that he supplied Perez Mejia with a firearm and encouraged them to carry out violence against rival gangs. Christina DeWitt, who is a prominent member of Seattle Antifa, is known for live streaming demonstrations and engaging in acts of violence, encouraged her followers on social media to pack the courtroom on Monday in support of her arraignment. These people just want to be superstars. They want to be seen as martyrs. That's all they want to be seen as. But obviously she has ties to MS-13, which is very concerning. But let's do this last story. Now, if you guys remember these faces, let's take this down. Actually, let's just get the story up. Woke Arizona State University students accuse college of persecuting them after they were reprimanded for making two white students leave campus multicultural space because of their anti-Biden shirt and pro-cop laptop sticker. And there's even more to that as well. So now they're claiming to be victims. Let's take this down. These are the same people that I covered at the anti-Kyle Rittenhouse protest at ASU, where she was saying that the reason why Kyle got off was because he was effing white. Well, here they are. Take a look.
On September 23rd, hateful and racist symbology invaded our multicultural center on ASU's Tempe campus and made the center unsafe for BIPOC students who were trying to study.
Okay, so hateful and racist symbology. Okay, this was the threat on campus. So what was that? What was the racist and hateful symbology, honey? Do tell.
The two white men, both students, displayed a Police Lives Matter sticker,
A Police Lives Matter sticker,
a Bass Pro hat,
a Bass Pro hat? Okay.
a Chick-fil-A cup,
A Chick-fil-A cup? Oh my God! Oh no! Oh my God! I'm gonna go buy Chick-fil-A right now. A Chick-fil-A cup? That's the racist and hateful symbology? Chick-fil-A?
and an anti-Biden t-shirt. The Police Lives Matter sticker was on one of the white man's laptop, which was clearly directed towards a black woman who was leading the black study tables.
These people talk like they're slaves, bro. They talk like they're slaves. Like, the sticker was on the white man's laptop. Like, dude, what's wrong with you? You're in a freaking university. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars got you there?
Who was leading the black study tables across from him, as the boys chose to sit across from the black study tables. The boys made the space uncomfortable with their nonverbal aggressive gestures directed towards the black woman. The students called for help from ASU, but no one came for over 30 minutes. So we were forced to confront these men by ourselves.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. These woke ASU students, officially, Chick-fil-A is a racist hate symbol, and so is Bass Pro Shop? What? This is because in their minds, they connect that with white people. So they connect Bass Pro Shop and Chick-fil-A with white people. Therefore, that's racist. Because in their minds, they're identifying Chick-fil-A and Bass Pro Shop with white people, so that must be racist. Woke-tard, dude. This is the definition of woke-tarded people, and I will not apologize for saying that or saying this term over and over again, because these are the types of people that these people go to ASU. That chick is the same one that said in front of the whole school that ASU is a white supremacist university. That's the same girl. Yes, it's the same one. And there she is, a person of color going to ASU. It's like, how the hell did you even get in there? How did you get to ASU if it's a white supremacist school that hates people? How are you there? Chick-fil-A? Dude. Oh my God. I'm just going to say this. Isn't it black people that like chicken? That's not a racist, bro. It's not racist. Go ask your black homies. They love chicken. They love, dude, they love Chick-fil-A. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Bass Pro Shop. What did you say at the beginning? Here we go.
On September 23rd,
Listen.
hateful and racist symbology invaded our multicultural center on
Hateful and racist symbology. Hateful and racist symbology. And she goes on to define what the
ASU's Tempe campus and made the center unsafe for BIPOC students who were trying to study. The two white men, both students, displayed a Police Lives Matter sticker, a Bass Pro hat.
She doesn't even say it right. It's Bass Pro. And these people are in Bass Pro Shop. Bass Pro Shop. But apparently that's a symbol of racism. What did she say at the beginning?
A Chick-fil-A cup and an anti-Biden t-shirt.
The Police Lives Matter.
Hateful and racist symbology invaded, and both students displayed a Police Lives Matter sticker, a Bass Pro hat, a Chick-fil-A cup, and an anti-Biden t-shirt.
A Chick-fil-A cup, bro. A Chick-fil-A cup. I'm at a loss for words. I'm truly at a loss for words, dude. Now they're claiming to be victims. They're saying they're being targeted by the school, and they're just victims of white supremacy. And now they're victims, and they just want to be martyrs. Yes, hateful and racist symbology. Wow, bro. A Chick-fil-A cup is a hateful and racist symbol. A Chick-fil-A cup. A Bass Pro Shop. My gosh. Let's see if I get banned. Hold on. Look. These are the people that want to control stuff. Let's look. I'm going to put a hate symbol on my show. You guys ready? According to these woke tards, I'm going to put a hate symbol up. Hold on. This is the greatest threat to black and brown people. Look, it's coming, guys. Hold on. It's coming. According to the woke students at ASU. Hold on, it's coming. It's promised. It's coming. Hold on. Where is it at? No, not there. Okay, let's get that up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. A hateful and racist symbol, a Chick-fil-A cup. You heard it here first from the ASU. This has to be mental illness, dude. It has to be. It's either a show or it's mental illness. How is that a hate symbol? I don't know. What do you guys? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's take this down. I'm at a loss for words. I'm truly. It's held by a white hand. So they're triggered. Dude, I just can't. I can't with these people anymore, dude. It is literally too much. It's literally too much. Right? They're just making. Do you guys think it's real? Like, and I'm not saying like it's real. These are real people. I've listened to them talk live, but like it's like they really believe this stuff. A Bass Pro hat and a Chick-fil-A cup is racist. Too much, dude. It's way too much. Way too much. It's too scary. I'm gonna get banned. I am going to get deplatformed because I put a hate symbol. I put a hate symbol on my YouTube channel, a Chick-fil-A cup. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. That's what brought me down. Oh my God. I wonder what they think of Kanye West's song where he says, you know, you're my number one. You're my, you know, you're my Chick-fil-A. You're my number one with the lemonade. Chick-fil-A? Tell you, black people like Chick-fil-A. Kanye West sings about it. Be like, that's racist. That's racist. Like, dude, no, it's not. It's like, oh, Mexicans like tacos. That's racist. Ah! It's like, how dare you say that Mexican people like beans? How dare you say that Mexicans like tacos, you filthy racist? And then you get a bunch of Hispanics like, yeah, I love Mexican food. You're such a racist. How dare you say that Italians love spaghetti? It's like stupid. I don't know, dude. They could say whatever they want. It's free speech, but it's like I have the free speech to turn around and say you're stupid. Oh man, dude, this makes me like I'm going to go have Chick-fil-A for dinner because of this tonight. I'm gonna post it on Instagram too. All of you guys should do that tonight. Go buy some Chick-fil-A tonight. And post your hate symbols everywhere on social media. Chicken tacos. There you go. Go get some Chick-fil-A or go get some chicken tacos. Go do it. All right. I'll go. Yeah, people just call me a racist, right? Oh, how you're such a racist. Yeah, you say that Mexicans love tacos. And you go ask a Mexican, do you love tacos? And they'll tell you, yeah. Sí? Sí, señor? You go to Mexico? Sí, señor? Okay, where are the tacos? Yes. I'm telling you, dude. I'm not saying all Mexican. I'm just saying, bro. You go like a Mexican from Mexico. You go ask them. Go ask them. It's hard to even find burritos in Mexico. They love their tacos, son. You see what I'm saying? Black people love their chicken. Black people love their chicken, dude. They do. That's a fact. All my homies will say, yes, that's true. All right, guys, let's do some super chats before I get freaking banned on YouTube. Let's do some super chats. If you guys believe in anything that I have said tonight, drop a super chat. That is how you can support the show. I'm 100% independent. Obviously, you could tell why I'm so deboosted because I just pretty much say whatever's on my mind because I think it's funny. So if you guys would like to support the show, drop a super chat right now. That is how you can support me. You can give a one-time donation through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal and leave a memo. The link is in the description, but if you have to head out, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and toggle on the all selection. Go cop a t-shirt in the merch store. The link is in the description too. People love this apparently t-shirt. If you don't know what it means, go watch my participation in the Rittenhouse trial and you will quickly find out why. But like I said, consider joining the DH Alliance for as low as $5 a month, or you can customize your monthly giving on Patreon as well. All of those links are in the description below. But yes, the quickest way to support my show, it is hard for us to monetize. You can only imagine why. I talk a lot of crap on YouTube and I just say whatever I want to say. I'm politically incorrect. My mom hates that. But, you know, I am who I am. So if you guys would like to support my show, drop a super chat right now. That is the quickest way that you can do that. We truly appreciate it, especially heading into the new year. Yes, I talk a lot of crap. I'm very offensive, okay? And if me saying that black people like fried chicken offends you, then, dude, you can't handle that. Okay, here we go. Let me see if we have any super chats rolling through before I head out. I know I went a little over today, but whatever. Thank you guys. Let me see. Let's get this ball rolling. We have one super chat from a $5 super chat from Ulster Benny. Says going through uni being mixed is terrible. Going through university being mixed is terrible. I'm a Latino person of color, but white passing. Soon as they realize I'm conservative, by the way, Latinx is totally a slur. Dude, I feel you, man. You want to see how stupid people really are? Okay? Look at this. I get this stuff all the time. And if you guys follow me on social media, you know I'm constantly posting this stuff. But this is how dumb people really are. Like, people really don't know that I'm Hispanic, dude. Like, they think I'm white. And I'm not saying it's bad to be white. It's just, I'm just not white, bro. Like, I'm not white. But let's get this up. This is the kind of dumb crap people send me. Literally real tweets. White supremacists always lose in the end. This is directly to me, a reply. White supremacists always lose in the end, and you will be remembered as just another loser white supremacist. It's like, dude, I'm not white. I understand the brainwashing, the CRT, and, you know, they don't care. They'll just call you white if they want to, but it's just like, damn, this is bad, you guys. This is really bad. They call Larry Elder the black face of white supremacy. The list goes freaking on. But I feel you, brother. I feel you. It must be really hard at university. Let's take this down. But these people have lost their minds. They've literally lost their damn minds. I am not white. I am clearly brown. I'm clearly Hispanic. And even if I was white, I wouldn't be ashamed of being white. Like, I feel sorry for white people right now, you guys. Like, it's like really bad. The racism towards white people is like on a whole nother level. But like, I love you guys. I love everybody. But it's like, I'm not white, and they call me a white. And there might be some truth to that, actually. Now, hear me out. Let's look at that one more time. This person says, white supremacists always lose in the end. This is to me. And you will be remembered as just another loser white supremacist. You know what? This person is actually right. I mean, it's mind-blowing what they're saying. And you're like, Drew, what do you mean? I will probably go down in history as a white supremacist. Like, literally, like, everything's a Nazi. Everything's white supremacist. Like, black people will go down in history books as white supremacists. That black people that the far left disagreed with. Like, people like Candace Owens. Imagine reading a history book. If the far left wrote a history book right now, people like Candace Owens, Larry Elder, myself, Brandon Tatum, all these threats to the far left, okay? Everyone that's a person of color, that's a threat to the far left. We would all be remembered as white supremacists 100 years from now. Let's take this down, dude. This is just unbelievable. Total defamation. You know what I'm saying? It's total defamation. I just can't. It's just too much, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. A Chick-fil-A cup is a symbol, a hate symbol. It's a symbol of racism. A Bass Pro. Okay, let's continue with these super chats. Hold on, let me refresh real quick. Here we go. We have two super chats from Beep Beep. Two $5 super chats. Says, we love our ranch dressing. My folks love our ranch dressing. Well, thank you for the super chats. I don't know what that's a reference to. Is that a reference to black people eating chicken? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Leave it in the comment section below. We have another $10 super chat by Genius by Birth. Good for you, man. Keep bringing the humor in their stupidity. I mean, I try. I'm not a comedian. I just see stupid things and point them out. And I think the truth is like the best comedy. Haven't you ever watched a comedian and like anyone that gets you to say that's so true, that's just like, boom, there it is, bullseye, bah. Whether it's like political commentary, comedy, whatever it is, dude, people that like hit the truth always do very, very well. When you could make people say that's so true, you're doing something right. You are doing something right. We have another super chat from Julie Ann, a $5 super chat. Julie Ann says, maybe because you had blonde hair before? Maybe. I don't know. Julie Ann says, laugh out loud. I'm so tired of race. Not as tired, though, as I am with the LGBTQ alphabet soup group, though. They're all in the same boat. They're literally all in the same boat. But thank you, Julianne. We appreciate it. Damazy626 with the $5 super chat says, hey, Drew, did you see Tim Pool's tweet about an article in Sierra Club stating that hiking is a sign of white supremacy? He posted it today. Yes, actually, I did. Let's bring that up. That's actually funny to talk about. Let's see where Tim is at. Hey, Pool. Tim Gast, my buddy Timothy. I call him Timothy when I see him. He actually lets me too. Hold on, let me see. Where's it at? Trying to find it. Tim posts like the craziest stuff sometimes.
So liking the outdoors is being racist?
I guess so. I guess so. It's a symbol of white supremacy. Let's get it up real quick. I'm trying to find this. Do you know how far back it was? I don't remember. Maybe I passed it. But these people just pick anything. Everything is white supremacy to them. Someday mayonnaise will be white supremacy because it's white. Someday the moon will be a symbol of white supremacy because it's white. Someday, I don't know, people that have white teeth. I just like anything that's not black or brown is a threat to these people. Oh, here it is. This is it, right? My girlfriend keeps trying to get me to go hiking, but no matter how many times I explain to her that hiking is racist, she won't listen. The unbearable whiteness of hiking and how to solve it.
Oh my gosh.
Bad things happen in the woods. The anxiety of hiking while black.
Oh my.
This just goes to my theory, like the unbearable whiteness of hiking and how to solve it. Jesus Christ. Bad things happen in the woods. The anxiety of hiking while black. Let's take this down, dude. These people are afraid of everything. Everything. Everything is racist and everything is a threat. It's like, do you guys remember that show? It wasn't a show. It was a movie. This is what these people remind me of. What was that guy's name? What was the name of that movie? Benchwarmers. And you remember David Spade's brother lived in his castle in his house, and like he couldn't, like he was afraid of the sun and he was afraid of everything. Like that's what these, like in my head, I have a very strange like thought process. If you guys haven't, seen by now, but like that's what I see. Like these people, they're scared of everything.
Yeah.
Everything. They're skittish of everything is a symbol of racism and white supremacy. Everything. Yeah, dude. That's exactly who these people are. Imagine being in the woods. You're like in the woods black. There's so many jokes that I would like to make right now, but this is YouTube in 2022. Not YouTube back in the early 2000s, so damn, I wish it was that time.
There'd be so much to say.
Oh, it's too much, dude. It's too much. It's just like hiking in the woods while black.
Yes,
Wow.
Deadly Queen.
Unbelievable, dude. They're going to target everything's racist. Everything's a threat. It's like black people can't do anything. Black people can't hike. Black people can't do this. Black people can't do that. Like they're just like victimized. Like black people can't do anything. It's like a culture of people that just like victimize them so much that they can't even go outside. It's ridiculous, dude. Oh my gosh. I gotta find the article. Maybe I'll read it tomorrow. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Let me see if we have any more super chats. Let me see this real quick. Let me refresh. You want to read these? Starting right here.
Julianne with another $2 super chat says AOC made a real vid saying cauliflower is racist.
AOC is the same hypocrite that's like pro-lockdown, all that rhetoric of locking down, COVID's gonna kill everybody, mask up, jab up, but there she is, vacaying in Florida the other day. Did you guys see that viral video? Without a mask on. She goes to Florida because there's nowhere to go in freaking New York.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude.
Cauliflower.
Doesn't have to
That's
wear
a
a mask.
vegetable.
Of course, but everything's racist. What's the next one we have?
Genius by birth. For $5 says these people have lost their ever-loving minds.
They have lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
They have lost their entire minds. Look at what's happening with the mask cult. It's what I continue to refer it to. These people that are so aggressively like pure hatred and rage. Like that guy, the first video I played. Let's play him again because that guy is just a freaking piece of work.
On September 23rd.
Look. This is why people. This is why we say people are losing their minds.
Right now. You're putting everybody else at risk. Get the fuck away from me. You have no mask on and you're in a store where you're not
I'm
supposed
exempt.
to be without
That's
one.
none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not.
Fuck off, you stupid.
By the way, what's your name? Because you told me to get out from here. So I'm gonna call the manager and I'm gonna tell them that
Great, you
Look at
call the
those
manager,
eyes.
but in the meantime, get
I'm not
6
talking
feet
to
away
you.
from me,
Look at those eyes, dude.
you stupid
I'm
bitch.
talking to you.
Get
Dumb.
away
I'm not
from me
talking
now.
to you.
No mask,
No,
get out.
Non,
crazy.
non, il est violent. Approche-toi pas de lui.
You're a
Non,
fucking
il
cunt.
faut jamais ça. Non, mais c'est grave.
Don't serve them. Get out of my way. No mask on you.
These people have lost their minds. They have lost their minds entirely. They have lost their minds entirely. It's a joke. Let's see. What else do we have? All right, here we go.
Damazy626 for the $5 super chat says,
Thank you.
I don't exercise because I don't want to support white supremacy. Just kidding.
Yeah, don't exercise because if you exercise, you're a white supremacist. You're a simp for white supremacy. If you exercise, so just stay home and get fat. All right? That's what you got to do. And don't you go hiking because you're going to scare the black people. Oh, this because you're gonna scare the black people. Okay, let's continue. Thank you, Damazy. Thank you.
Thank you. RJ Man for the $5 super chat says, New Manhattan to Alvin Bragg just made armed robbery a misdemeanor. Cleveland girl out on bond for armed robbery just shot, killed a 25-year-old cop.
Yep, there it is. That's that woke tard defund the police type of agenda where they lower criminality, they put slaps on the wrist, while simultaneously they want to get rid of police departments. And this, like, a lot of people like weren't understanding whenever I would talk about defund the police, because I knew it was coming from a communist agenda. It was not about getting rid of cops. It was about replacing them. And you're seeing this across the board. You're seeing it in DC, in Chicago. They're replacing good guys with bad guys that comply with the state and the regime. And that's why they changed the laws as well. Yeah. Because they want criminality. They want lawlessness. And that's exactly what they're getting. Let's continue. The next one.
Julianne for the $5 super chat says, Old Mari shows phobia. Pennies, pickles, ketchup, balloons, and people running screaming off stage when staff would bring on stage. Libs need Mari's help.
I remember that. I remember watching Mari as a kid. And like, listen, dude, I'm not like people that have like genuine mental illness, like genuine phobia. Because I know there's people in the world, like they have real phobias, like real phobias, right? Like there's things that they're just psychologically and mentally afraid of, you know? I don't knock that, dude. You know what I mean? I don't knock the mentally ill. That's why I always clarify whenever I say, like, dude, these people are mentally ill. Like, there's mental illness that people are genuinely trying to get help from. But these people, dude, are psychotic. Like, they are not trying to find help. They're actually encouraged in their mental illness. And I've made these points a lot, especially in universities, is we encourage a lot of mental illness by refusing to address it and then just encouraging the behavior in the real world, in career, in politics, in industries, and education, and you name it. And then we get like psychopaths that start writing up policy and destroying communities.
Yep.
Those are the people that I'm against, like the mentally ill that are just unchecked, unregulated, and just want to destroy people's lives. It's too much.
People enable that.
It's, yeah, the enablers have to be checked. But let's continue. We have some more coming through.
Lady Freddie for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I think it's a little superhero. Thank you. Genius by Birth for the $5 super chat says, I just walked my dog. Am I a racist for exercising my dog?
Is your dog white? That's the question. Yeah. Is the dog white? Is he white? That's the first question. That's what I want to know, Genius by Birth, okay? You white supremacist? Are you walking a white dog out there? You're a racist dog? You're white supremacist, neo-Nazi, Adolf Hitler-loving dog? How dare you? Does your dog have a little Hitler mustache? Your cat? Everything is racist, dude. And like everything at this point. It's lost its meaning. Like white supremacy, racism, discrimination, like all that stuff. That's why this stuff is so funny, because it's literally just a joke now.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally just a joke now. But was the dog white? That's the real question. All dogs go to heaven. I believe that. Let's.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay, hold on. We got some donations coming in through Venmo. And let me pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Pulling it up now. Like I said, you guys can give a donation through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal and leave like a memo, and I'll read it. That's what I'm about to do. The link is in the description. Mm-hmm. We have 2 donate. Why does it keep doing this? We have 2 donations. Stevie Capone again, $10 on Venmo. Thank you so much, brother. Stevie says the only racists in ASU are those girls because they clearly hate anything they believe has anything to do with white people. 100%. The hypocrisy. Stevie also says the hypocrisy of leftists is crazy. I'm a pro wrestler, and a couple weeks ago a lib talked crap about me being a white luchador. I guess because I'm white, I'm not allowed to be a luchador. That's just a Mexican wrestler, right? Like, I'm saying, dude, it just never ends. It never ends. Like, the racism is so inverted. It's truly mind-blowing. And, like, I'm telling you guys this with someone from experience. I've been with these people at Black Lives Matter gatherings with Antifa. Like, they are racist as hell, dude. And sometimes you'll get little glimpses here and there. But when you're actually around these people on campus, dealing with them, they spew their racism towards you. It's just, I want to have a genuine conversation with one of these people and just sit them down and say, listen, just try and give me 5 minutes so I can ask you, do you not realize how racist you have become against white people? And I would like to know, how does your racism and discrimination against white people somehow defeat racism and discrimination against black people? In theory. We all know it's not as bad as they claim it is. But in theory, we need an answer.
It says Julianne has been a member for 6 months.
6 months. Congratulations to Julianne.
Thank you, Julianne.
Guys, thank you so much. Julie has been a supporter day one. Julie, thank you so much.
She had a little message. She says,
what did she say?
Jesus Christ has all the answers. He's the solution to every problem. Whether life is going good or bad, the Lord should always be praised. He loves you.
100%. Thank you so much for that, Julianne. Thank you for the encouragement. The Lord of all is over all. We submit to him. Thank you so much, Julie, for the love and the support and the encouragement. All glory to God. We have another super chat. Where are we at?
Genius by Birth
Oh,
says,
okay, here we go. We got some more details.
with the $5 super chat. The dog was brown, but we were walking on white
Oh,
snow.
well, there it is. That's
Yeah.
just as bad. If you are walking on white ground, you are a racist, and there's no room for you in society. And the snow itself is white. So whoever created the snow, which is God, and we don't. I'm acting like a total leftist right now. Like whoever created the snow, that is God, which we don't believe. He must be a racist then, because snow is white. Everything is racist. Everything that's white, everything that's not black or brown, the blacks and the browns, the woke blacks and the browns come out and say racist. The woke blacks and browns. My gosh. Snow is racist. The moon is racist. Right? Right? Like, we don't believe in God, but God must be racist because he made white.
It's never ending.
Snow White and the 7 racists. Oh, dude, I love the puns. Drop some puns, guys. Oh, my goodness. I love the puns. Damazy626 with another $5 super chat says, what's next? Being called a racist for consuming vegetables? I'll stick with Cheetos, Doritos, and chocolate chip cookies. Dude, like, everything is racist. It's not just stuff that's white. It's like I was saying earlier. Like cultural appropriation. Like, oh, how dare you acknowledge Mexican culture? How dare you say that Asian people, that Chinese people like Chinese food? What a racist stereotype. And then you walk up to a Chinese person and you're like, do you like Chinese food? And they say, yeah. You're just like, that's how I feel as Hispanic. Like all these woke whites in university, like, oh, cultural appropriation. Don't you dare say that Mexicans love Mexican food. How dare you? And I'm just like, dude, I love Mexican. Like, bro, that's my like go-to, son. That's in my blood. That's in my blood.
Yep.
But it's racist. Everything's racist. Isn't it funny how like the woke whites are like the most racist people?
Oh yeah.
They're like, it's them. Critical race theory convinced them that they're like, everything white is racist. So they're just like, yeah, we're racists. Let me explain to you why you're a racist. Okay, whatever you say. Snow White and the 7 racists.
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was so good. That was so good. I love it. Hold on, let me go back to the super chats. We have another $5 super chat from RJ Man. Says a DA is supposed to prosecute, not change laws. He's black, and so the Cleveland shooter of the cop just saying they are emboldening criminals tenfold. Of course, that's what it is, dude. It's all a part of the agenda. It's a new regime, and they've used black people to install it. Black people have been manipulated. They've been deceived. Black leftists, not all black people, but the woke blacks have been used to usher in a communist, subversive, lawless agenda through organizations like Black Lives Matter. And it's sad to see, man. It's really sad to see because like these woke blacks, they think they're so smart and so highly educated, and there they are at ASU, can barely read a script.
Yeah.
She can't pronounce the word jesters.
She was
right? Like she was gonna call it Gettr in the video. You see what I mean? It's just sad to see. It's so sad to see. You know, it's just like, man, you know, you could be educated, you could be smart, but you're just so dumb. Like you're being indoctrinated with nothingness. Yeah. With just nothingness. It's just stupidity, man. Yeah. But yeah, dude, everything's racist. Whatever is white is racist right now. You know what I mean? Like the white part on my t-shirt is racist. My teeth are racist. The white logo on the bottom left of the screen is racist. Everything must go. I wonder how many woke blacks have white iPhones.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a ton of them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And in Bass Pro Shop, like, there's people of all colors in there.
Of course, dude. As if black people don't like fishing.
Yeah. Don't like to.
Yeah, black people love fishing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ridiculous, dude. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me refresh this one more time before I head out. But thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys for the love. One more super chat from Genius by Birth says, "Whew, I was worried I wasn't racist. Thanks for clarifying, Drew." The word racist doesn't mean anything anymore. Like it literally doesn't mean anything anymore. One last super chat from Stevie Capone says, "I'm surprised White Christmas hasn't been banned on the radio for being racist." Dude, the list can go freaking on and on and on and on and on. Everything white is racist. Paper towels are racist. What else? I don't know, dude.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is racist.
Marshmallows.
Okay. Okay, guys. We'll continue this. If not tomorrow, the next day. Love you guys very much. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and toggle on the all selection. Copy the link. Share this transmission wherever you can share it, guys. We need you guys to do it. Please, 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 please. It's up to you. YouTube shadow bans, deplatforms me. It's for reasons like this, okay? Because I produce this kind of content. So thank you guys very much. If you're watching the rebroadcast of this, go support the channel. Go to Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. The link is in the description below. Drop a one-time donation. Consider joining the DH Alliance on the membership section of this channel for as low as $5 a month, or customize your monthly giving through Patreon. All of those links are in the description below. Go cop a t-shirt. Love every single one of you guys. I will see you next time. Until next time, America, stay free.